Hi, Taurus. I hope you're doing well. I want to go ahead and do your reading for the first portion of February 2019. I'm sorry if I'm going to be like hacking and wheezing right now. I've had a cold and it's still persistent and my voice is shot, so bear with me. I've already shuffled these. You have the Starman coming through. This is the Magician. Show me more for Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The Sacred Clown. This is the Fool. Two major arcana cards popping out here, Taurus. With the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Movement. Taking care of oneself. Let's not get too far into it before we get far into it. Or pull more, at least. Sorry. Show me more for Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Taurus. Taurus. Please show me more for Taurus. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay. The Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I'm saying there's a lot of forward movement here. So, speaking of forward movement, we have the Chariot, the Two of Pentacles here. Here, I'll show you the Chariot again. I didn't do a good job of that. There's the Chariot. The Two of Pentacles. And the Eight of Swords. Let's pull your outcome cards and then we'll get into the reading. God. Sorry, you guys. I'm just like, ugh. Show me more for Taurus, please. Outcome energy for Taurus. Three of Pentacles. Outcome energy for Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So you have three other cards popping out. So you have the King of Swords, the Seven of Cups, King of Swords, Seven of Cups, Four of Wands, with the Prince of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It's the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Forward movement, a lot of movement in this reading. Yeah, so you have the Magician and you have the Fool as the first two cards out with the Eight of Pentacles. This talks about putting intense effort and energy towards what you want. This is like turning over a new leaf. I don't know necessarily if you're getting into a relationship with somebody, but this feels like a progression within the self. This feels like you're motivated, you're self-reliant. It feels like it's like shedding skins and moving towards something that you know is going to take effort and due diligence, a lot of diligence, but like it's moving positively. With the Chariot and the Two of Pentacles here, this denotes a need for balance, okay? You may have too many things that you're dealing with right now. It may be time to narrow things down. That might be why we have this Eight of Swords here. This is talking about being in our head too much. It's talking about not trusting the way that we're going, not knowing the way that we're going, sometimes building stories in our mind. Yeah, finding different ways to hide because we have fear in regard to moving forward in our lives. But it's almost as if this feels less of a love reading and more of like a personal, like moving Never mind. Let's keep going. Yeah, self-awareness energy reading. Yeah, this is about balancing energies out. When you balance your energy out, you actually are able to start moving this chariot. That's how the chariot operates. When your life is balanced, when you have harmony between your financial and your emotional self, when your emotional self is balanced, where you have not too many fingers in the pie in regard to like all of the things that you're doing, you know, in regard to work, not too many projects. It's like you're narrowing things down. You're slimming things down to choose what you want to do. And it feels like that progression is there. With the Starman, which is the magician, it almost feels like you, there's something about what you've learned here in regard to what you're moving toward. I'm going to clarify things in a minute, but like, it's a pretty, for this to be right next to the Fool, this is both forward movement, you know, and it's doing so at a incredibly fast speed, I feel. It feels like there's a lot of fast going movement here. And it's like, it's kind of, for me, I feel seasick. That's what I feel right now. I feel seasick, like it's dizzying. Okay. Yeah. Let's just get into it. Okay. So, yeah, so forward progression, movement, balancing energies out, getting out of your mind in regard to situations so you can actually put forward energy towards what you want. Here, we're working in groups. We're working in pairs with people. Either you're working with somebody as far as a relationship is concerned, or you are working on your own in working in a group of people, say at work, you know, or somebody that has like the same mindset of you. If you're endeavoring into a business, then it's like you are around like-minded people. You want the same things. You're on the same team working for the same effect. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and just get into your reading. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be short. I'm just, I don't feel good right now, and I want to give you a quality reading and not cough all over you and like get done with this, because it's been a long couple of days. And yeah, anyways, I'm not going to complain. I love you guys. I love Taurus and Moon in Taurus. Yeah, this feels like seasicky. That may just me being sick, but I didn't feel like this during any of the other readings. Feels like it's fast. A lot of options, but what it does is like you're solidifying your life. It's positive. Show me the Starman. Show me the Magician, please, for Taurus. Chariot. Yeah, you have that already here. Chariot showing up twice, Taurus. Okay. This is basically moving fast. I was just saying I feel fucking seasick. This is very, very quick energy, movement fast, Yeah, again, a need to balance your energy out, balance your emotions out, balance your efforts out. You know, if you have too much on your plate in regard to something that you're trying to do, either at work or in your life, it's time to narrow things down. It's time to size down. Show me the Fool. Show me the Sacred Clown for Taurus, please. Okay, so you have two cards popping out. You have the Six of Pentacles and you have the Queen of Cups. So, again, Six of Pentacles, we're talking about balance here, okay? Queen of Cups, we're talking about balancing our emotions out. Here we have the Two of Pentacles. This is talking about balance, balance, balance. With the Chariot, it does not move unless you are balanced within your life, whether that be emotional, whether that be financial. It's clearing up the things that cause us to be stuck. It's clearing up that gunky negative energy that we live in, sometimes thrive in, you know, that basically causes us stagnation in our lives. But it's time to heal that. It's time to figure that out, especially in regard to what you're doing with others. you need to solidify this. So it's basically like you're both, all of you are working for the same effort. It's also talking about who does what. There's a delegation here in regard to who does what. So it doesn't feel like everything's on somebody's shoulders. This feels more like work and personal versus love and relationship. We're going to get into it a little bit further, but like, I just want to mention that now because some people are like, where's my love reading? I'm like, oh, you know, I can't shut off what's coming. So yeah, delegating things, making sure everybody knows their place, balancing energies out in regard to what we want and what we're putting our effort toward. Okay, with the Queen of Cups, you have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio water sign. It doesn't have to be, though. In regard to moving forward in this endeavor in your life, wherever you're going, whatever this is about, this forward movement that's like making me feel a little bit shaky, rocky. Not rocky, but like I need a Dramamine. We have the Queen of Cups. So this is about emotional abundance, but also emotional balance. Also in regard to work, in regard to connection with others, what you might be doing in regard to work or any entrepreneurial stuff, it's like you're getting into something that's actually going to be satisfying for you, okay? Yeah, 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, walking away from things that no longer serve you. These, it doesn't have to be just a person. This can talk about emotional ways of being, things that we've been raised with, belief systems, ways that we treat ourselves and negate ourselves. You know, that's also something that we can walk away from, you know, toxicity, how we operate within toxicity. I think I said something about like how we're raised and how that all plays in. Show me the 8 of Pentacles. What's being worked on here for Taurus? The Magician. Yeah, so you've got cards popping out in doubles, okay? So the Magician here, we have him twice, you know? This could be 2 people moving towards the same effort. This could be you literally just, you know, literally working and working and working in regard to what you want. This is stabilizing your energy, but it's like putting in incredible effort and energy into something that you want. Okay. And you have here, okay, here, you have the King of Pentacles here in regard to the 8 of Pentacles with the Magician. What you're doing and what you're setting yourself up for, Taurus, is something that's going to be incredibly solid here. The King of Pentacles doesn't mess around, okay? This is a business person. I feel that this reading is very much about business and finance and stabilizing your life and building things on a positive note so you can have a healthy longevity to your business and to your life and satisfaction in your life. That's what this reading feels like. Yeah, it's like picking yourself up and like literally moving forward into some positivity. The King of Pentacles is somebody who works very hard. It just heightens this energy. It's like putting it forward for real. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck you have the 8 of Swords. So you have it again here. Doubles, a lot of doubles here. So it's kind of like an emphasis on like what needs to be worked on. Getting out of our heads, not stifling ourselves, not blocking our energies because we're afraid to move forward, because we're out of balance, okay? Like, you need to make sure that you're moving forward in positive ways. I know readings like this sound like super vague. I want to apologize for that, but like what I'm really feeling as far as this reading is going is money and work and being involved with others in regard to work. How you balance things out, who's gets what, delegation, all working on the same thing. Show me the Chariot for Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You could be dealing with a Cancer as well. You have Aries. Here, let me just get in here. So the Chariot, we have the 7 of Pentacles. You also have the Knight of Wands here. He popped out in reverse. Here, Taurus, yeah, with the 6 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So what I want to talk about right now, Taurus, in regard to this Chariot moving forward in your life, in your endeavors, this is really talking about checking yourself where, you know, you need to look at your history in regard to how you maintain things. Sometimes we can become negligent in regard to how we operate in our lives, how we operate against ourselves. It's kind of like self-sabotatory energy. Where are you flighty? Where are you on and off? Where are you in your work ethic, in your life? Where are you kind of here and there and a little bit all over the place? Like, it's talking about letting that go. That needs to let go of it. You know, you have this Six of Swords here, which talks about letting things go. It talks about moving away from stuff that no longer serves you, energies that cause you to be stifled and stay in stagnation. It talks about releasing that, letting it go, okay? Yeah, you have the Nine of Pentacles under that. So this is somebody who basically works very diligently and very hard for themselves. They amass a fair amount of wealth, and, you know, that can be lessons in life. It can be actual money. You know, but it's basically like changing your life for the better for yourself on your own terms, working for yourself, you know, and doing so happily, like going about it happily. I don't feel that this is like a reading about love. I'm sorry. Maybe if I have the energy and if I have the time, I'll do another one, but I don't know, and I can't promise that. So show me the Two of Pentacles for Taurus, please. Like 10 cards, Taurus. I'm not doing that. There we go. So the Five of Wands in regard to the Two of Pentacles, this talks about conflict, inner conflict, back and forth frustration, not knowing the direction that you want to go in. Sometimes needing to, again, dissect things so you can actually take what portion of that is yours versus taking it all on. Yeah, it feels like out of balance energy and being internal turmoil and conflict about it. But that's, again, I feel that that's on you versus, I mean, you could have issues at work. You know, somebody could be like frustrating to deal with at work, but I feel like this is almost you taking on too much, Taurus. It feels like you're taking on too much and you need to like drop some of it, equalize your efforts. Equalize your efforts. By equalizing your efforts, it's almost as if like you start to put yourself on the path towards what you actually want, and that's more so sustainable in the long run. Show me the Eight of Swords, please. What are we worried about? You got two popping out here, okay? So you've got the Six of Cups and you have the Ten of Pentacles popping out here with the World at the bottom of the deck. Six of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, okay? This talks about connection to somebody. It talks about people of your past. You know, in regard to finance and building money, I want to talk about how we're raised to believe what we deserve as far as money is concerned. Sometimes that is something that is either toxic or not. You know, it can actually cause us a lot of blockages in our lives when we are taught certain ways about money and how we're abundant and how we don't deserve it, or who gets money and who doesn't, like who's worthy of it. You know, there's a level of that, but also too, I feel too, it's like in regard to what this is building for you is this Ten of Pentacles. Where are you? Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles was here a minute ago. We talked about it. That's basically, you know, working on your own, doing things on your own, making sure that you're doing things for yourself on your own, in your own way to stabilize your own life, building money, building your own success, making sure that you're taken care of, nurturing yourself, self-care, like those things, and doing so happily. That's what it talks about. You have the Eight of Pentacles here, okay, with the Ten of Pentacles. Like this hard work and effort, that power behind it, that drive, that gets you here, Taurus. This is a very wealthy person, okay? This is money in the bank. This is constant money flow, you know, Again, too, I want to talk about things of the past. This could be a person. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, potentially coming from your past, soulmate energy, somebody from the past that you've known all your life, whatever. But I also feel, too, that there's an energy here where we need to recognize ideas of the past, things that we may have let go of, things that we want to reignite, okay? You have the Magician here twice. That's talking about reignition. It's talking about the spark of life. You have the Fool here, bringing energy, the Eight of Pentacles, putting forth energy and decision-making, clarity into what you want. Not due diligence, but diligence, tons of diligence, and like almost a, what is the word? Like a fixed, like a fixed attitude towards what you want in your life. Yeah, it doesn't flounder. That's what I feel. I want one more about this Six of Cups, though. Is it person? What is it? Show me the Six of Cups for Taurus. You have the Ace of Cups here. If this is somebody from your past, it's almost as if everything that we've talked about, this is what you're doing. This is the goal of your experience right now. It's working towards yourself, working towards things with others in your financial sphere, your own work, your entrepreneurial stuff. This is all about you building yourself up financially, stability-wise, all of that, okay? But here now, this makes more sense too. That's what you're doing. This is what's on its way. And this may be something that you might not be ready for yet. You have this Eight of Swords here, okay? This is a relationship, potentially. The Six of Cups with the Ace of Cups. This is a potential for something greater. I do want to mention to Taurus here, I want to talk about the potential of children as well. Somebody may be pregnant here as well. This might not, for some people, this might not be about you're meeting somebody. This could be that you have a child. You might be pregnant with a child, and it's like you're stabilizing your life for this child. And it's got you in your head, okay? The Ace of Cups denotes children. So does the Six of Cups. The Ten of Cups talks about longevity in family life. It talks about financial success and abundance. But I'm feeling in this particular situation for whomever, it's about potential pregnancy here. With the Chariot at the bottom of the deck and the Magician here. So this is life force, okay? This is life force. This is moving things through. This is manifestation, gestation in certain ways. We have that moon behind him. Gestation, cycles. Also, with the Chariot, it talks about forward movement, progression, but it's like something that you can't necessarily control, you know? Once a child is in you, I mean, sure, you can control it by abortion. That's fine. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe that's not fine for you. I believe in pro-choice. But, you know, this is more so indicative of you can't really stop this energy. It's moving, it's coming, it's going. Show me the Three of Pentacles for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, so for the Three of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Wands with the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. As far as you have the King of Swords here as well. He's here twice, Taurus. I'm going to get into him in a second, but as far as like this Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands goes, this could be in regard to work. This could be travel in regard to work. It could be long distance relationship, commitment over long distance situations. You may be dealing with somebody from your past that may have a long distance situation, long distance relationship. That might be part of this equation. But it's communication, it's forward movement, it's moving, it is letters, emails, texts, communication, yeah, about what you want to solidify together, working on the same page together. The King of Swords here, being very clear in what you want, not messing around, being very honest, not so much in your emotional aspect in regard to when you have to make decisions, but more so in a logical sense. And I think that that fares well in regard to this financial aspect, because it's almost as if like this like seasick energy that I'm feeling, it's almost as if everything is coming on too quickly. And it's like, this is the type of energy that you need to maintain. It's something that balances you out, because it removes a lot of the effect of the emotional aspect within feeling and thinking, and it puts more of a logical spin on things. Show me the King of Swords here. You could also be dealing with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or Capricorn. You have the Devil here as far as the King of Swords is concerned, and the Six of Swords. So if this is a person that you're dealing with potentially from your past, this may be somebody that you have a toxic connection to. This may be somebody that I don't know if this was a one-night stand. You have the Knight of Wands here in reverse in regard to the Chariot and the Seven of Pentacles. You know, if this is kind of like looking at something that happened in the past, and now it's like there's a life that's coming and moving, you know, you can't stop it. It may be a connection to this energy, this Knight of Wands. It might be somebody from your past that might have been a little bit more about sex. There could be potential pregnancy here through that avenue. It doesn't have to be, though, but we do have the Six of Swords here in regard to that Devil card. So it's talking about moving away from situations that are painful, moving away from things that are toxic and unhealthy, cutting the bonds that are unhealthy. The King of Swords can either be somebody who is very cold and calculating, they're kind of emotionless and cruel, or this could literally just be you no longer dealing with this person or this energy and cutting toxicity out of your life. To look at the options, to look at the things that you have potentially at your fingertips in your life, you know, what you want to go towards. I say that because you have the Seven of Cups right here. Okay, you have options. Show me the Seven of Cups for Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Where is it? Yeah, so in regard to the options here, whatever it is, I'm going to see what's at the bottom of this deck too. You have the Eight of Pentacles. So it's more so focused on work. Work. That's going to actually help you alleviate this energy. You have the Three of Swords here with the Tower. So in regard to this person, it feels more so now like they're somebody that's been difficult to deal with, this person from your past. If you're pregnant with them, there's maybe that's why everything feels so off kilter, off balance with this person. That doesn't have to be for everybody. Piece what works for you. If it doesn't work for you, don't use it. And if nothing makes sense here, chuck it out the window. Don't take it on. There's no point in that. That's silly. You should know your life. You should know what's going on in your life. If I'm saying something that completely contradicts you and your experience, don't get mad at me for it. Just click off, right? People are very interesting. Anyways, yeah, we have the Three of Swords and we've got the Tower. So this is about letting things go. It's about utilizing the options that you have, being less cloudy in regard to what it is that you're going for and experiencing in this life, and actually making use of the lessons that you've learned so you can actually go forward. And it's about releasing this energy, okay? And that can also be in regard to stagnation, toward self-sabotatory energy, where we get in our own way as well. Work. There's a huge emphasis on work here. Incredible amounts of work, like really big dedication. And it pays off, though. The final card here is the Four of Wands. This talks about foundations. It talks about stabilization. It can talk about family. It can talk about commitment. It can talk about marriage and couples moving in together. This energy can talk about moving in together. It can talk about long-distance relationships. But heartache or whatever painful here has to go before you can do that, just because it's like you'll be rehashing things, and there's no way that you can build a healthy foundation on pain. You can't. You need to heal that. Show me the Four of Wands for Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Show me the Four of Wands for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So you have the Queen of Pentacles here, Taurus. Okay. So in regard to the Four of Wands, you have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is, I feel like you have the King of Pentacles pop up here too. I feel like that was an energy that popped up. I could be wrong, but the Queen of Pentacles goes after what she wants. She's somebody who is a nurturer. She is somebody who is financially stable. She's an entrepreneur, most definitely. A lot of energy here is talking about entrepreneurial endeavors, okay? I want you to know about that just because there's a theme here. If working with other people at job situations has become toxic, if that's a difficulty, you may need to start doing something that you've had your mind on for a long time and maybe have stopped thinking about. But either way, this Queen of Pentacles is somebody who does life on her terms. She goes after what she wants. She's a business person. She's an entrepreneur. She's a mother. She's a caregiver. She's somebody who loves nature. She is a good egg and very protective and very patient. This is also another card to me of motherhood that's popping up here. But yeah, this for the Four of Wands is stabilizing your foundation, your financial foundation, stabilizing your own life. This very much speaks to me as well of that Nine of Pentacles energy where we go about our own way to do our own thing, to create our own existence and experience in life. There's nothing wrong with that. That's incredibly healthy. I want a advice. Show me a card of advice for Taurus, please, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Taurus, advice, please, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, and this is what popped out. What popped out is the Nine of Pentacles, what we just, literally just talked about, now with the Devil. So yeah, if you... I just want to get this out because this is not going to be resonant for everybody. Maybe a few. If you're pregnant with somebody from your past that you've experienced a situation where it's no longer, you may have communication about it. It may also be just like letting it go, doing your own thing, stabilizing your own life for your child versus engaging and re-engaging with this person. For people who are in work situations, it's essentially working very hard on your own, doing things on your own, getting away from toxic people and situations that you know are going to trip you up, getting away from toxic connections and codependent ways of being and thinking that you've experienced from the past. And it's like, you know that that stuff is a no-go. It doesn't help you. It actually causes stagnation because it gets in the way of your progression. It's like being conscious about that type of energy so you can actually be effective in your life, okay? Yeah, do this on your own. You're doing really well or you're about to do really well. This is about financial abundance. It's about freedom financially. It's about mental freedom, releasing stagnation from old patterns and toxicities. Yeah, this is commitment, but it's commitment to yourself. It's a commitment to your progression in life and your well-being. All right. All right, Taurus, good luck. I hope that this reading was helpful. My name is Isel. I'm on YouTube as the Altruistic Mystic. And if you did find this helpful, feel free to like, share, and subscribe.